shot. Oh, hey, we're back, guys. Welcome back to the GSL Codas. That is a sick helmet. What is Nest's helmet doing over here?
We both knew immediately that's Nest's helmet.
Yeah.
He wears that when he controls the orc hordes.
Yeah, when he's just owning in other universes.
That's right. No, this universe, man. He has an underground army of orcs. Nest's going to move to take on the world.
Yeah. He's like the orc leader.
I saw a movie last night, Tasteless. Immortals. It's like this new movie made by the people that made 300 or something. It was...
Is it good?
It was terribly bad because, well, it had like really good scenes, but it was so corny. It was so corny. Why does Hollywood just makes... I knew it was going to happen. After one corny thing happened, I was like, oh, I already know this entire movie. And I played out in my head, then I watched it.
If you want to see corny, watch Air Force One with Harrison Ford.
That's a great movie.
That movie's bad.
I'm like,
where's my family? Yeah, get off my plane. I haven't seen any movies in a while, actually. I only watch bad movies. In the upper left, an epic comeback. Can he keep the ball rolling? We have the one, the only Hawk.
Make a hawk noise again. Sick.
Huck doesn't have his hair up today. He doesn't look like a parakeet anymore.
No.
Again, what the Huck? In the bottom right, can he fare better than Nesty? We'll find out. His ID.
Leenock.
Whoa! Audience going crazy. Nerd hooligans fighting each other, the Leenock fans.
Nerd hooligans.
Nerd
I
hooligans.
Love it. That's great. Good work, Tasteless.
Thank you.
All right, so Belshire Beach Frozen Edition. It's wintertime here in Korea. It actually became winter like yesterday, just by temperature.
Like all of a sudden I was walking around.
It was nice, and then it got really cold.
I had one of the blazers I wear when I don't. I had one of the blazers on that I wear when I am not working, because yes, I have many different blazers. I have my cooking blazer, my pajama blazer, and I couldn't believe how cold it was, man. It was actually freezing outside.
Yeah, it really was. Hey, you got a nice new jacket, actually.
I got two new jackets.
You kind of look like John the Translator now.
I do.
Almost the same.
Well, John the Translator wants to look like me.
Oh, that's it. So he went back in time and bought the jacket you would have in the future?
Yeah, he did, actually.
He has a time travel machine, but that's how he chooses
Yeah, he
to use
doesn't go back in time and kill Hitler. He goes back and gets a jacket that I would have worn.
Well. It looks like just very standard, normal openers for both. Huck, this time, choosing to actually get a cannon up. Playing a lot safer, realizing, okay, this is your chance to move on to the round of 8, Huck. You gotta do it.
Now, it's cold outside. The probes probably have little mittens on.
But they don't have hands. They probably just have socks pulled over some of their sharp ends that stick out.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That's a pretty cute imagery, Artosis.
Yeah, it is, kind of. Matching Zergling. Zergling has like those claws now in front, like these weird claws that just kind of stick there. I guess they hit people with them. Those would have to have socks on.
Here's the thing, Artosis, is all the Zerglings are twins. They are. So here's the question is, does the Queen make the Zerglings wear the same clothes?
That's true.
That is actually like, okay, thanks, Mama Queen. Now your kids are going to get their ass kicked in school. All right, and you made them wear turtlenecks too? Matching turtlenecks?
Oh, that's terrible.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You can't do that.
Why would she do that? I don't know.
All right, you don't love your kid. We get it, all right? But don't make them wear matching turtlenecks, all right? It's the ones that have the reindeers on them because it's Christmas.
Oh, God, I know
it's
which
like
ones you're talking about.
The corporatocracy of, like, Christmas has actually hit home so hard that Mom will actually just buy you, like, red Christmas stuff to wear. Doesn't mean you get a Christmas sweater on Christmas. That means that they don't love you, okay? Because a Christmas sweater on Christmas, you wear that once, you look like a total lamer, and then you don't wear it ever again. In fact, you burn it in the tire fire.
Tasteless spit and truth, man.
Mad truth. It's an interesting build.
I'm gonna go get actually a reindeer sweater and wear it around you.
We should. Oh God!
Like, who bought you that? Who doesn't love you?
Tasteless, I'm ready to go to the club, man.
And you'd be like, why? are you wearing that? I'll be like, because Stasis, when the weather outside is frightful.
We're playing a game of StarCraft. I'm like, have a very muta Christmas.
All right, so Leenock right now taking a third base very quickly. I'll show you right there. There you go. Look at it. Pretty standard, pretty safe. And Huck actually getting his next sentry on the outside there to chase away some Zerglings. Not getting +1 attack yet. A lot of times you see +1 attack very quickly with Forge Fast Expands. Getting a couple more gases, though. I feel like we might see a Stargate go up at some point here. Oh, no. +1 starting. Never mind. So, wondering what build Huck is going to go for here. He might just go for one of these sentry-heavy third base taking builds that he likes just so much. That
All right,
Overlord
the hatchery on the way. That Overlord is so carefully parked right now.
He's precariously perched.
Perched?
Yes.
I don't think Overlords can perch.
Well, that one is. And he is infecting the Stargate. Okay, so yeah, Huck. When you see Huck get 4 gas after Forge Fast Expand, it normally does mean he's going to go into Stargate. He does like some of those builds, and of course, you know that can do a lot of things for you. He only has he is warping some more gates. I'm like, what? Is he going to have 1 gate and go take a 3rd? I'm like, wait a minute, Huck. This is actually
it's called my 3 Nexus 1 gate build.
Yeah. He's like, well, last game that my mistake was going 2 Nexus 1 gate. This time I'll go 3. It's like, no, man, that's not how it works. But no, he's getting some more gates, and so he's just gonna. This is definitely an expansion build. You know, it's kind of cool because the Void Ray really puts an end to roach pressure. So what's your opponent gonna do? Is he gonna send Hydras across map? No.
No.
So all you need is something that can take care of Zerglings or hold roaches off for a little bit, which is the sentry count he's getting. Huck's build. It's a nice build. It's going to work out pretty well.
Okay, random Guardian Shield. Let's get a shot of this. Random Guardian Shield. That's right. You see it? Yeah. That's a mistake. It's called hitting the G key when you were supposed to hit the H key for hold
And that's
position.
why you got to switch your hockey.
That's why I have my Guardian Shield.
I actually still have to make those hockey videos of us, Stasis.
Oh, yeah. We keep meaning to do that.
Amazing hockey videos. I'll try to do that very soon. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I haven't done it yet. Maybe I'll just bite the bullet and make one tomorrow. I'll make mine, and then we can do yours when we come back. By the way, guys, we'll announce it. We will be casting at DreamHack. It's going to be
that's
sick.
right. We're going to be at DreamHack.
Come meet us.
I'm going to Sweden.
Yep. I can't wait.
No. I'm going to start singing like that Swedish Muppet and the chef or whatever.
That's
No, it's okay, guys. We actually know that Swedish really just sounds like Klingon. All right, so anyways, I can't wait to get down there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, sick.
Very nicely
So
done. And Huck will take out a good number of Zerglings. Is it worth it? Yes. Leenock right now making some roaches. He does have 68 drones against 53 probes, but Huck taking that third base with very, very excellent timing. I like this this style, man. This is actually, it's such a cool build to actually just go ahead and take a quick base, a quick third, because, you know, what's he going to do? Kill you with Zerglings? As long as you have enough force fields and Zealots, man, you're actually fine. So
I love the Sentry unit, man. I love that they put that in the game.
It's actually kind of interesting.
It makes it so much more interesting.
The thing is, without it, like the game would be completely imbalanced. Like Protoss just couldn't win.
Yeah,
you know. So they'd have to like buff all sorts of other stuff. It's really interesting how everything is focused around the Sentry for Protoss. Everything.
You know, it's interesting because Protoss are actually incredibly fragile in StarCraft 2.
Yeah,
it's all about picking your battles correctly. It's kind of like Terran in StarCraft 1.
Yeah, in a lot of ways it is. And look at this. Huck is just going to crush through this army.
I'm surprised Leenock didn't even turn around with his roach in the back.
I'm surprised Leenock...
He's like, here, take this one.
I'm surprised he made a little group of roaches and went across the map with them. That's what I'm surprised at.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean... It looks like Leenock just going to take a 4th. Just macroing up kind of. You know, he's making 13 mutas right now. That's actually really, really good. Very smart. Blink is upgraded, though. And Huck does have some cannons ready at his main base. He's got to get them kind of everywhere, though. It's going to be really hard to cover all these bases.
Also, guys, check us out at MLG.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to MLG. We're going like 2 days, and then from MLG we go to DreamHack. We're touring the world. We're on tour.
Tastosis 2011.
Get the T-shirt, the one that has the names of way too many locations on the back of it, because that's what we do. We're going on tour. Muta's coming in here now.
So Muta's flying up. This is a lot of Mutas. He could do a lot of damage. But Stalker's going to go over there most ASAPly, taking out cannons. Oh! And there you go. Huck already used his blink to get in there a little bit quicker, so Leenock can get out. Looks like he's going to lose one Muta there. In the meantime, that Void Ray trying to be hunted down. Goodbye, Void Ray.
Goodbye, Artosis.
That's really funny, Taste. That was good, man. You're a funny guy.
Thank you.
So Huck, he got the robotics support bait, but he's not making any Colossus at the moment. You don't want to make any Colossus once you see Mutas. Very smart move by Huck, instead getting a Templar Archives right now. He may or may not add a Colossus later on if his economy's doing really well. But really what he wants is Psystorm. You have to get Psystorm against Muta. There's like literally no other way. What about Phoenixes? No! No! Phoenixes are bad against Mutas, believe it or not.
Unless you want to spend all day like trying to hover around the outside of the orbit.
And then you misclick once and you just kill like 4 of them. And you're like, oh, cool, brah. All right, so this Immortal is not such... Oh, no, it does live. I guess that it is Immortal.
Run.
Oh, man.
This is nice force field.
This is good for Leenock, though. For a moment it was, in fact. And look at this. The Zerglings sucking up a lot of the damage. The Muta's dealing what they can in the meantime. Not enough, though. He's focusing near those cannons. The first part of the engagement was great for Leenock, but when he moved into that cannon region after force shields were up, a little bit too much emphasis he put in there. I don't think that was the right word, but whatever.
That's all right. Know what I mean. That's all right. Somebody on the forums will be confused. I don't understand how Artosis made that mistake. It was only hour 2 of live TV.
Well, we have +3 attack almost done. Psystorm almost done. Huck looking pretty sharp.
He needs to push out pretty soon, by the way.
Well, we will see if he chooses to. Leenock's Muta's doing a great deal of damage. If he can get one good Psystorm off on those Mutas, that'd be so huge. And look at this. Trying to force his way through those Zerglings with terrible surface area, and in fact, they're going to be crushed in a second here by Psystorm. No, and they get in right before. And he's going to have to get out of there with the Mutas now. Doesn't actually lose that many Mutas. That was actually okay. That was okay. Leenock right now, by the way, 195 supply against 115. He's taking 5th base, but that is fine for now. What Huck has to do, though, is get up to that maxed army and start getting really cost-efficient with Psystorms. He has 3 High Templar, so he's going to really have to use those perfectly, maybe place them around in certain locations. 1 or 2 Psystorms on that clump of Mutas tasteless, and they are going to be all so hurt. Oh!
Whoa.
Wow.
We caught the tail end of that action, but nice. More blinkage.
And actually, Leenock decides, wait a minute, I have a lot of Mutas here.
I can just kill that, yeah.
He has a lot of damaged Mutas, though, and as the Archons pop out, he does, in fact, run.
I don't know if Huck can win this. It's 116 supply to a max-out Zerg.
Well, that's true. You know, he's focusing so heavily on Mutas and Lings that Huck can get super cost-efficient. Where are his High Templars? He has like 1 right now. But here we go. A lot of Lings coming in, using those Zealots to hold him off for a moment. He's got to get more Psystorms off on the Mutas. The thing is, if he just keeps attacking like this, what you want to do is try your best to Psystorm the Mutas as opposed to the Lings. If you can get like 1 off on the Mutas, they become so fragile that you can actually start to put on pressure, that they can't really harass much anymore. So Huck trying to hit that max. He's at 150. Hive on the way for Leenock. He's got Banelings out as well. Baneling speed is done. Not the best creep spread. Been really focusing on Mutas. See, a lot of Muta players have a harder time with the creep spread because they are so time intensive for your mind.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good observation, Artosis. Yeah, I mean, if you have a lot of Mutas, it's going to be tough to manage creep as well. And it's also, you don't really prioritize it as much.
Oh my God! Very nice Psystorm, though, on some of those Banes. And
that's just too many.
Huck in a lot of trouble, man. Did not have enough Psystorms there. And it seems like Leenock is hitting the point of no return where he just is not going to be able to lose this. But, you know, if Huck can get his High Templar count up, he keeps losing them here and there. Leenock's being very good about being aggressive in the right spots, and Huck is not being able to preserve enough of them. You know, he's putting more gas into Stalker, saying, well, I do need some sort of backbone to my armor. The Psystorms won't mean anything.
Does Zerg know about the base in the upper right?
Yes.
Yeah, he does. I did. How many Mutas is that?
A gaggle. It's 36.
36 Mutas?
That's a lot of Mutas, man. They have +2 attack as well.
And now everything dies. Okay, Nexus canceled.
So, you know, Huck in this very, very hard spot. You know, what I feel like he needs to do is put a few High Templars at each location and then move the bulk of his army somewhere in the middle.
Oh,
try to
shit.
take that forward.
Oh, excuse me. I just heard something gas.
That's all right, Tasteless.
Sorry, guys.
It showed. Oh, my God. Banley's hitting
I didn't
the
see
High
the
Templars.
storm coming. All right.
That was actually really funny. It shows you Tasteless was even caught off guard there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was he lost his High Templars again, though, which is an issue. This is an ongoing issue here. And, well,
oh, man.
those are +3 Blink Stalkers, man.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
A little bit dangerous.
That's quite a trade, you know. Mutalisks, of course, worth more than the Stalkers.
Mm-hmm. Huck right now just trying to do it without any spellcasters there. In fact, Leenock going for the counterattack. That High Templar does not have energy. He's got to target it down before it does.
See, this is the danger about Mutalisks is that you can just always counterattack. Always counterattack. Yeah. Archons are out here, though.
Yeah, Archon's pretty
And I don't
good.
think Leenock's very focused on his big ball of mutas.
Yeah, you know, he's
right.
Huck, though. He has a lot of Stalkers out there taking down this base. That makes Huck's attack a little bit all in. He's not going to have a very easy time recovering if this attack doesn't kill. Leenock, does he just want to do a complete base trade, or does he want to turn around and try to eliminate that army?
I don't know.
And stabilize.
Now, why is Huck not going for the base over here at the bottom left?
You know, he may want to deal even more damage, get to where all the hatcheries are in the tech as well. He's pretty far behind here. You know, if Leenock has one mining base with just one hatchery left and no tech, then that's not a huge deal.
Yeah, I mean, tech is the most important for Zerg. If they lose all their tech, you're just so behind.
Huck has joined up with the rest of his forces with those Stalkers, and now he has to make our decision. Do I just warp in a bunch of units and go all in? Or do I try making another Nexus? And the sad part is, for him, Leenock is already making that the Broodlords. So the answer is you have to all in right now. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, man. Leenock even has those Zerglings up there with their +3 melee. Makes Huck turn around. Not good for Huck. Turning around just buys Leenock more time. And, you know, Leenock going to have a lot of Broodlords, a lot of Mutas, a lot of Lings, a lot of Banelings, and he's even bringing 4 full energy Queens.
So he is going to try to end this.
And 3 Infestors with 5 more on the way. This is pretty sick. If he micros this correctly, it's going to be almost impossible for Huck. Huck right now, High Templar count at only 2. Ouch.
Sheesh. All right. But I have to say, this is one of these games where Huck was like 100 supply behind and actually managed to come back. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's playing a pretty good game right now. And
what are the minerals looking like at the bottom of the expansion before this battle happens?
He's got plenty.
Okay.
But, you know, supplies are pretty even. The thing is, the unit combination of Leenock is superior. So we'll see if he can make his dreams come true, Tasteless. Oh, sick blinking. 2 free Broodlords. 2 Broodlords for the price of none, Tasteless. That is what we just saw. That was awesome.
He might actually not be able to attack now. You can't really do much with 3 Broodlords.
No, that's true, man. 3 Broodlords are not so scary. And Huck actually, that was like such an important moment in this game. That was really, really important. And now Huck is going to, his Nexus finishes, and he's going to start mining again. And he's getting an Archon. Suddenly he has 6 High Templars. That is just so different. In fact, he's going to, if both these players micro perfectly, Huck wins the battle. Before he didn't, now he does. And a lot of that was catching those 2 broods.
No, okay. He's not going to blink.
Well, he can't blink Tasteless or the game will be over.
Oh, my God. I like what you did there, Artosis.
Thanks.
All right. You know, if this game goes on for a long period of time, Huck can win because the Zerg's going to mine out more parts of the map.
Yeah, I think Huck is going to win, in fact. He's got enough High Templars now. This is what you need, man. He's got +3. He's got a lot of High Templars. And here we go. Size Storms. Okay, some transfuses going off. Don't forget, Queen does have transfuse. Of course, there is feedback, but only so much energy. And, oh my God, man. Targeting down a High Templar. Beautiful move right there.
Missed the Size Storm.
Yeah, those are somewhat wasted Size Storms. And here we go. Oh, and Leenock doing a great job dodging everything right now. In fact, Leenock really out-microing Huck at the moment. The Size Storm's not doing nearly as much as he needs them to.
He's going to ditch it.
Uh-oh, Tasteless.
I don't think this is a good idea.
He just lost a very important part of his army. He lost all his spellcasters. All he has left is the Stalkers.
He's actually just going to try to run after he gets his hatchery.
Well, it's not going to work out, because there you go. A lot of Fungal Growths,
my God.
and that is it, man.
That's it.
You know, when he had 8, 9 Psy Storms maybe, and none of them really hit. He got some of his High Templars sniped. He was too focused on killing the hatchery instead of the army. That was an army kill situation.
Yeah.
All you have to do is remove that super expensive army of Leenocks, and you can take it.
You know, I can't say I totally blame him. It is stressful when you're kind of trapped in a corner and Broodlords are coming at you, because they can just continuously do damage to you. And
no, I mean, these are high-level, reasonable mistakes that we're seeing. There's no question about it. But right now, Huck has remade some of his High Templars, but is it enough? The one thing we can say is that Leenock is not really mining right now. He's got to remake that base that got sniped, but his army is really scary right now. It's really scary. How many High Templars does Huck have? Huck has 5.
This good with the trees here. This is a pretty good angle, too.
Yes, it really, really is.
Like, that's
hard to blink
pretty
in there, man.
sick, yeah.
And Huck actually losing an Archon.
Is he going to give it up?
Yeah, I think he is.
I think he actually
realizes that this is a hard spot, man. How are you supposed to actually attack into this? Uh-oh, and Fungal Growth's going down. There we go, those Psy Storms. Some nice feedbacks as well, but
too much
like
Zerg stuff.
Left over.
That's going to be GG, I think. He's going to move in here and wipe out everything. And I got to say, what a set of great games.
Yeah, absolutely true. And actually, it looks like Huck will be getting third, so I think he goes straight to up and down, if I recall correctly. This is our first person in the round of 16 to get third in a group, so I'm going to have to check in on that with our new format. But he might go straight to up and down, which obviously is better than Code A, like Nesty is going to be going to.
GG. That was a great game. That was a great, great game. And Leenock is a happy nerd.
Leenock with the round 8, man. This kid has been working hard for a very long time. Very happy to see him move on, but of course we are all sad that Huck is right now not in Code S.
And you can see Huck obviously very frustrated. Here comes Leenock.
The future of Zerg.
See you
hey, it's John
later.
The Translator.
It's John. We spotted John. He's there on the left.
Yeah. You know what? John just looked at him. He's like,
he's looking at us now.
If it was Yu-Gi-Oh, Huck would have beaten you. It's like, all right, John, but Leenock doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Just because Huck and John like Yu-Gi-Oh, jeez.
I know, right? Well, that was the first game I accidentally cursed in.
That was really funny because you were like, oh, like that's what would have happened if we were watching that at home or something.
Yeah, yeah. That storm came out of nowhere, man.
I'm all for it, dude. You're a good guy, Tasteless. Okay, so that's the end of our first group.
Yep. Halfway through today's games.
It's kind of crazy, man. MMA making out. Not a big upset there in any way. But
Leenock not getting out. Nesty not getting out.
That's pretty big. Leenock making it that's pretty big. MMA making it not as big. It's like, oh, MMA made it. Okay, yeah, seems about right. Nesty though, that's shocking. That's shocking. And I've really been thinking about it because that game was so wrong. Nesty versus Huck. I think I was talking with Wolf. It might be an ego thing. He was just like, well, LOL. He detonated a bunch of his banelings for free.
He pissed away 25 banelings.
He did so many things terribly there. That was just.
And then you can get too confident. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, here we go. Actually, I guess Huck actually goes to Code A round 3 rather, as well as Nesty. I could have sworn that was up and down. Oh well. And then top 8, MMA and Leenock. That, by the way, means that they will both be in Code S next season. Top 8 is the cutoff, where if you make the top 8, you are in Code S for the next season.
Damn.
No matter what, you don't have to play any more games. Leenock doesn't even have to show up.
Wow.
Well, actually, maybe he does. We might have rules against that, but yeah. So, our next group that we're going to go into after the commercial, I'm Happy against FXO Oz, and TSL Killer against TSL Alive. A sick group indeed.
There's no Zergs in this group, but it'll be great. Some great PvTs, TvTs, PvPs.
Yes, indeed. I'm actually so excited. I love all 4 of these players.
They're all great, and I think it's a pretty even group as well. Mm-hmm. So I look forward to casting that. And we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys, so don't go too far away. This is the GSL Code S.